I don't care. Listen, she's out here saying all of the right things, but I still don't have a whole lot of respect for her. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into it, I want to give a huge shout out to my old faithfuls. Thank you so much for your support. I also want to give a huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for your support that you provide to my channel every month. I also want to give a great big welcome to the newbies. Thank you so much for clicking that subscribe button. And if you've come across this video and are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'd be happy to have you. Listen, Marjorie Taylor Greene is out here saying the right things. And just yesterday or maybe the day before, she finally crossed that line to where she is calling Donald Trump who and what he is. This is what she put out there on Twitter. MAGA should never be told that a convicted pedophile and his circle of elite friends raping girls when they are 14 or 16 years old is a Democrat hoax. And I still can't believe I had to fight President Trump to release the Epstein files. And to this day, no one has been arrested or held accountable. This was what killed MAGA. I don't have Trump derangement syndrome. I have Trump disappointment syndrome. Marjorie Taylor Greene went there. Finally, she went there. She called him what he is, a pedophile. She called him a convicted criminal, and she alluded to the fact that he is in the Epstein files and is a possible rapist. She called him out by name. But I still don't trust her, and I still don't have a whole lot of respect for her. She had a video attached to that Twitter post. Let's watch it, shall we? And just so you know, it's 5-6 minutes long. We ain't got that type of time. I sped it up. So we're going to watch it. I cut it down to like 3 minutes, I believe.
When we started talking about releasing the Epstein files, I'm like, this is a no-brainer. President Trump will just roll them out on a big cart himself. Stacks and stacks and stacks of the Epstein files, because obviously Bill Clinton is all in there. And Hillary Clinton. That's what I had been told all along, right? Well, it was the most shocking thing when I sat in a conference meeting and I learned that the president didn't want to release the Epstein files. I was like, what? Yeah, come to find out, he was very much against it. So we kept on trying and kept on talking about it. And then the president told Mike Johnson, no, do not bring that resolution to the floor for a vote. He told the Rules Committee, and Johnson told the Rules Committee, no, you will not mark up any bill in the Rules Committee that will allow the Epstein files to be released. And the resistance built and built and built. He told Pam Bondi, don't release the Epstein files. He told everybody, don't release the Epstein files. So we persisted because that's what we promised. That's what we campaigned on, transparency and accountability, especially to pedophiles. How is that complicated? So it got to be such a gigantic amount of resistance coming from the president and the speaker and everyone, the DOJ. I said, fine, I'll do the unthinkable. I'll go over there and I'll sign my name on a discharge petition that all the Democrats are signing their name on. Talk about crossing the aisle. Me, a general in the MAGA army, crossing over to sign my name with a bunch of Democrats. Yeah, I did. Because women were raped when they were 16 and 14 years old. And he was a convicted pedophile, and we knew there were many with him. So I signed my name on the discharge petition. Oh, did I get my name on the naughty list then? Let me tell you. That became a real issue at the White House. Well, I'll never forget it. I was in my office in the Rayburn building, and I got a phone call from the president. And he was at the White House, and he wanted to talk to me about the discharge petition that I'd signed my name on. And he said, Marjorie, you're going to have to take your name off that discharge petition. We can't let, this is a hoax. We can't carry this. This is a hoax. It's a Democrat hoax. And we've got to just put this away and stop doing this. And he said, my friends are going to get hurt. He said his friends would get hurt if we release the Epstein files. He said, Marjorie, these are good people. These are people you know at Mar-a-Lago. People in Palm Beach. They're going to get hurt by this. And I said, Mr. President, people have been hurt. These women have been hurt. I said, have you talked to them? I said, you should talk to them. You should have them in the Oval Office, Mr. President. You have everybody in the Oval Office. You have sports teams. You have world leaders. You have Al-Qaeda terrorists that are now leading Syria. You have Mamdani. I mean, you have everybody in the Oval Office. Surely you can have these women who were raped as teenagers, talk to them. I talk to them all the time. As a matter of fact, many of them voted for you. That's what I told them. They voted for you. Epstein victims voted for Donald Trump. And he wouldn't have anything to do with them. And he told me his friends would get hurt. And I said, I'm not taking my name off the discharge petition. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because this crosses party lines. It crosses, as a matter of fact, it crosses all the lines. When it comes down to victimizing some of the most innocent people in America, these were young girls that were teenagers that desperately wanted to be models one day. They wanted to be seen as beautiful. They wanted to be rich. They wanted to be famous. And of course, every teenager wants things like that. And they were victimized by Ghislaine Maxwell and others. And they were victimized by the richest, most powerful men, not only in our country, but in the world. And they were used by Jeffrey Epstein as sexual tools for his own satisfaction and his friend's satisfaction. To actually be asked by the president of the United States to back off and not help these women, that's when MAGA died. That's when the entire thing shattered for me.
Did you hear her when she mentioned Mamdani's name? In my opinion, it was laced with Islamophobia. There was no need. She was making her point. There was no need to bring in Mamdani. And the way she brought it in, it made me feel like she was saying, you brought in this guy. He's not even white. And you won't bring in the white women that voted for you. You won't listen to them. That's what I felt like when she mentioned Mamdani's name. And that is the reason why I can't get with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Is she saying all of the right things? Yes, she is. But she's still a racist. She's still a white supremacist, in my opinion. Her America First is white American people first. Another reason why I really can't get with Marjorie Taylor Greene, I still have yet to find an ounce of respect for Marjorie Taylor Greene, is because she's doing all of this after leaving Congress. I would have had just a teensy bit more of respect for Marjorie Taylor Greene if she was doing all of this while still in the House, still a congressman, and using her power as a congresswoman to battle against Donald Trump and his elites, to speak out against Donald Trump and his elite friends. I would have just a teensy bit more respect for her. But no, she didn't do that. Once she hit her 5-year mark to get her pension, she said she was out. She was out. She couldn't even finish her term. Her term is up. Her term would have been up in November. Yeah, there will be another election in November for her seat. Even though we just had one, there will be another election for her seat come November, because that's when the term ends. She couldn't stay and fight for those women against Donald Trump and the elites. She couldn't use her position. She couldn't use her power to fight for those women. But now she's all over the place, all on mainstream news media. She's tweeting every day, all day. She's got a whole lot to say. And it really means nothing when she had power to make it mean something. Yeah. I still don't have any respect for Marjorie Taylor Greene. Y'all let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. I mean, I give her kudos for speaking out, but she could have spoke out and had power behind it had she stayed in Congress. Anywho, shout out to my neighbors over in Fulton County. I thought long and hard about it on Saturday, and I decided that I would do a get to know your candidate article for Fulton County. Why? Because of that damn Tiffany Henyard. She's running over in Fulton County, and I need to put something out there. Even though she's running as a Republican, I need to put something out there that educates the people in Fulton County. I just started it this morning. It'll be a few more days before it's done. I'll let you know when it's done, Fulton County. And also, before I head out, I want to thank some people who hit me up over on the Cash App and over on the Venmo. On the Venmo, I want to thank Tess L. Thank you so much, Tess. You come in regularly to give me a few dollars for coffee creamer and coffee and for whatever I need to use it for. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I want to thank Samuel M. Thank you so much. And I want to thank Sarah B. Thank you so much. That's over on the Venmo. Over on the Cash App, I want to thank Sonia S. Thank you so much for showing me some love. Shanita V. Thank you so much. Nicole C. Thank you for showing me some love. Yvonne J. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Wayne B. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Kirsten B. Thank you. Paulette B. Thank you. Lavon W. Thank you. And Ryan W. Thank y'all so much for showing me love over on the Cash App. That's all I got for this video. Get down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about Marjorie Taylor Greene and her tour that she's going on. I mean, I know it's also self-serving what Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing. She's building herself up for something. Just like Tucker Carlson is building himself up for something. And I believe they both are seeking political office. Yeah. All right. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see y'all later.